Hello again, everybody. Ashland High School Varsity Sports on WACA-TV. Today, the Ashland Public Schools and the Tri-Valley League present boys varsity baseball with the Ashland High School Clockers hosting the Westwood High School Wolverines. Bob Thacker and Connor Donovan with you this afternoon. May 13th, 2021. Today's game brought to you by Marathon Deli, the best sandwich in town, located on Route 135 in Ashland. And our thanks to them for bringing Ashland High School varsity sports and under varsity sports to you all spring long. So pitching for Ashland is number 12, Matt Neal. And he managed to hit the first guy up. So there's a runner on first and no outs. Just underway at the old varsity field at the middle school. Our field at the high school apparently suddenly become flood prone and is not usable, according to the AD. And money's required to fix it. He asked me for a donation today. I mean, I can't believe that. The field is not that old. Haven't used it in 2 years, and all of a sudden when we need it, you can't. Neal working from the stretch right away. There goes the runner. Snap throw is there, but gets through. Not a horrible throw, but it bounced and was not caught. Our catcher today is Luke. Luke who, I wonder, huh? Luke Herder maybe, huh? You think? Check with my staff. Is it Luke Herder? Yeah. Thank you. He's up high. That's where he was throwing him in his warm-ups, and that's what he's got to come down. Of course, coming into the heart of the Westwood lineup, this is Jack Rufo. Right field, a diving catch. And he gets it in quickly. The runner holds. The Ashland right fielder made a beautiful play. It's Keegan Weiss. Great play by Keegan. That's what Matt Neal needed, was an out. Now he faces the number 3 hitter, Cameron Dayton. Typically, your number 3 hitter is the best on your team. Fastball drilled down the left field line, right past our broadcast position. Foul. But he certainly got around on that one. You better pay attention, Connor. We could get hurt. This is the only angle we have for you here at the baseball field. There's just no way to get any elevation and perspective, so we do the best we can. Ha! Right on the outside corner. The ump hesitated, but now he's got 2 strikes. No scoreboard here, so I'll have to keep track of the balls and strikes, which means we'll never know what the count is. But we know he's got 2 strikes. Neal at the stretch, off speed, low. Ump is holding up fingers. Of course, I can't see those either. Could be full, could be 2-2. 2-2 is my guess. Neal looks in. Timeout was called, I guess. Herder gives the sign. Neal goes back into the stretch, and here we go. Fastball swings through it. 2 outs. Big out. Cameron Dayton retired. And now the cleanup hitter, the biggest bat power-wise, typically the left fielder, Kyle Burgess. Batting from the left side against the right-hander, Neal. Pickoff attempt into the dirt, into center field. Picked up, throw to third. He's there. So that's an error on Matt Neal. A bad throw. Let's Declan Garino. Declan Garino. What about that, huh? The Irish first name and the Italian last name. Garino dancing down the line. Third baseman is well off the bag, so he can go pretty much anywhere he wants to, lead-wise, unless they put a play on. Swing and a miss. I think he took something off that and fooled Burgess. Neal trying to get out of a first-inning jam. He's got 2 outs and a man on third. Pressure on Herter behind the plate. A pass ball means a run. Low again. He swings through it and retires the side. 2 consecutive strikeouts by Neal. And he strands that runner on third. He gives up no hits. There was 1 error in the inning, but Westwood couldn't cash in on it. We go to the home half of the first. It's Westwood nothing and Ashland coming to bat. Okay, let's see who's pitching for Westwood today. It's number 22, Billy Henson. He's batting 9th in the lineup. I'm not sure what that means. So they're 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, Henson is not batting. Excuse me. Both teams using a DH today. Shea Donovan, or is it Shane or Shea? I don't know. It's Shea, number 2. Shea, the center fielder, and the leadoff hitter. Clockers come in 1 win and 2 losses. Just lost a tough one to Norwood the other day. They're a young club. In the dirt, gets away. Nobody's on base, so what? Just a ball. Clockers, oddly enough, wearing gray at home. Completely unorthodox. I asked one of the players, he says, on the road we wear blue. So apparently they got 2 sets of away uniforms and no home whites. Westwood in their forest green with white pants. Ground ball, third, foul. Doesn't catch it, but it's a foul ball. No harm done. There he goes, fastball, pounded foul. Donovan's got 2 strikes on him. Will he go off speed or will he go to the fastball? He goes with the curve ball and Donovan rockets it to the right center field gap. He's got 2. Is he going to look for more? No, he slides in with a double. Shea rocketed that one. It was a curveball. He stayed back on it, as they say, and drilled it to the deepest part of this ballpark. I measured that we still don't have the distances up here I measured him years ago, and right field is deep. Right center and left center are the deepest, and the short porch is down the left field line, but they're all well over 300 feet. Ground ball to third. He's got it. Looks the runner back. Throws to first poorly. Gets by the first baseman. And 2 bases on the overthrow. Puts Donovan at home plate. And Connor Cowan at second. Third baseman made a nice play on the grounder, looked the runner back, did everything right but bounced the throw, and the first baseman couldn't handle the bounce. Those overthrows are 2 bases by rule. That throw was considered out of play under the ground rules. Roughly where those people are seated, the fans. There's a few fans behind the Clocker bench, and many enjoying the sun down the right field line. And Matty Neal, the pitcher, is up, and he's batting third today. Off speed, misses. Off speed, gets him. You know, William Henson, the pitcher, there's his fastball. His fastball really hasn't been hit anywhere special today. You got to be careful falling too much in love with the off speed. Let them see if they can hit the fastball first. He went high. Neal works a walk. And now a conference. Okay. Got a runner on second. Of course, this field is no longer lit. The lights that they had were mysteriously taken down without anyone even knowing it. We showed up one day and they were gone. Oh, the off speed is a beautiful pitch. He drops it over for a strike. Luke Herter, the Ashland catcher, is the batter. Batting cleanup. A lot of responsibility behind the plate. And it's a ground ball between third and short. Third baseman again makes a nice play, but not the best throw. And the Clockers have runners at first and third. And 2 runs in. And now we're going to have one of these huddles on the mound that you see these days, where the manager has everyone, the outfielders are staying in the outfield, but everyone else, well, the umpire enforcing some type of a rule. The infielders are not allowed to be on the mound, Connor. Just the catcher and the pitcher and the coach. Of course, oddly enough, And I guess there's a good reason for it because they've been throwing the ball away and they haven't been catching the ball. But the Westwood coach talking to the infielders, not the pitcher and the catcher. So it's not a pitching issue, it's a defensive issue. And Michael Giovino, the Wolverine third baseman, he's made two good plays on ground balls, but somehow neither of his throws were caught by either the second baseman or the first baseman, and it's just putting the Wolverines in a real tough spot. Connor Kramer at the plate. We get another timeout. Matt Mesner's the coach of the Clockers. And he's coaching third base today, as is customary at the high school level. His assistant is Andrew McKay. Matt has done a fabulous job with the Ashland baseball team. Very successful during his tenure. Ground ball again. It finds you. Again, he makes the play. This time they catch it. Westwood gets it out. Another run scores on that play. 3-0. Jack Reardon at the plate, the first baseman for Ashland. Oh, the Clockers are swinging and making contact. Three ground balls to the third baseman, a double, and a walk. There goes the runner. Good throw. He got under. Boy, bang, bang play. Could have been safe, could have been out. They call him safe. Connor Kramer with a nice steal. To the stretch. Fastball too high, but he swings. Could have been across the letters, looked a little bit high. Bottom of the first, 1 out. Ashland 3, Westwood 0. Off speed. Did it nick him? I guess it did. Very softly. If you want to get hit by a pitch, that's the pitch you want to get hit by, the off speed. Jake Troutman at the plate. Jake playing third base this afternoon. Clock is having a big first inning here at home against the Wolverines. Off speed, over the catcher's head, ticked off his glove. A play at third. Safe, the runner advances to second as well. So we'll call that a pass ball, I guess. It went right off his glove. He just didn't catch it. Troutman with 2 runners in scoring position. There's 1 out. Oh, good pitch right at the knees. Curveball drilled down the left field line. Fair ball. 2 runs are going to score. Throw to second. Out at second. So Troutman gets a single and 2 RBIs. Outstretching at second, I guess they could say, but it looked like a double all the way. But they got him at second on a close play. More importantly, 2 big RBIs in a clutch situation. 2 outs now. 5 runs in for Ashland. And nobody on. Foul ball. Clocker swinging and continue to swing and make contact. This is the designated hitter today, Nick Sabati. Which, according to my records, this means Max Dushny, the second baseman for Ashland, will not be batting today. Keegan Weiss is on deck. Oh, nice pitch. That's a pair of shoes, as Eckersley would say. Called third strike. And the inning for Westwood mercifully comes to an end. The Clockers get 5 runs on, let's see, just 2 hits. There were 2 huge Westwood errors, and there was nobody left on base. So we've completed 1 inning. Took approximately a half an hour. But we've completed 1 inning here at the Ashland Middle School. And it's Ashland 5 and Westwood nothing. We're coming right back. Stay with us. Okay, we're back. It's the 2nd inning now for Matty Neal. He shut out the Wolverines in the 1st inning. Today's game brought to you by Marathon Deli. Matty uncorked that one. So the Wolverines trying to get back in the game. They're down 5-0, but there's a long way to go, as they say. Eddie Rogers, the catcher, leads things off. In the dirt again. Matty's putting a lot of spin. A lot of curve on his pitches. Into the dirt. He had some success getting strikes on the low curveball in the 1st inning. He goes a little stronger there and hits the outside corner for strike 1. Fastball again, drilled into left field for a base hit. Handled cleanly. He settles for the single. Connor Kramer's the Ashland left fielder who got that ball. And that's the first hit of the game for Westwood. Kevin Harley's up. He's the shortstop. Ground ball to third. They go to second. 1 back to first. I think he came off the bag. Safe at first. So the Ashland, who was that? Oh, the third. Wait a minute. Who handled that? Did the third baseman handle that one, Connor? Was that Troutman? Yeah. I think Troutman handled that at third. Went right to second. Got that one sure out and the lead runner. Had a chance for the double play. Throw was a little bit high or pulled the Ashland first baseman off the bag a little bit, Jack Reardon. One out, runner on first. Will DiBattista at the plate. Curveball. Good work by Luke Herter behind the plate. I want to let that runner get to second. A little bit high. 3 balls and 1 strike to the designated hitter, Will DiBattista. DiBattista earns a walk. And that makes runners at first and second with 1 out. And Michael Giovino, the hardworking third baseman of the Wolverines, steps to the plate. Near the bottom of the Westwood order here, very important for Matt Neal to throw strikes, theoretically against these weaker hitters. Goes to the curveball, misses, and 2 runners advance. Exactly what you don't want to do. So, in a jam. I don't know if he's having trouble getting his fastball over or he doesn't want to use it. Let's see what he does here. There it is. He's been getting that pitch, and it's a good pitch. 1-1's the count. Runners at second and third, 1 out. Ashland 5, Westwood nothing. Top of the second. In the dirt again. Herter, tremendous behind the plate. Block that one. Most important thing for a catcher is to keep the ball in front of you. You got to act like a human backstop. It's not so much catching it as not letting it past you. Into the stretch. Small leg kick off the glove. That's going to score a run and advance a runner to third. Westwood on the board. Runner advances. The other runner advances to third. DiBattista. Giovina's going to try to bring him in. Fastball misses outside. He walks. So, control issues for Matt Neal. And now the number 9 hitter, Connor Jacobs, steps to the plate. Connor first base today. The run is going, but he thought better of it as Herter was getting ready to let it fly. Neal's got to get his rhythm back. He looks in. Into the stretch. Throw to first, back easily. But a very good pickoff throw. Right at the runner at the low. It's just what you want to do. Fastball grounded to short. They get one. Too late at first. Another run scores, but an important out. Very nice play by Connor Cowan, the Ashland shortstop. Credit Jacobs for putting that ball in play and getting another run home, but now there are 2 outs. And a runner at first. Back to the top of the order. Ground ball to third. Long throw in time. Beautiful play. Jake Troutman, excellent play. Sides are tired. The Wolverines get 2. We go to the bottom of the second. And it's Ashland 5 and Westwood 2. You're watching Ashland High School Varsity Sports on WACA-TV. Back at it in the bottom of the second. They have a 5-2 lead that they're going to try to add to. And this is the left-handed hitting Keegan Weiss to lead it off. 5-2. This is the score, the Marathon Deli scoreboard. All of our varsity games and all of our sporting events this spring brought to you by the Marathon Deli in Ashland. Ground ball. Played clean. And now we're to the top of the order, Shea Donovan, who started things off in fine style for the Clockers in the first inning with a ringing double to the right center field gap. So the Wolverines remember that. So let's see what they do. They go off speed. That was the pitch he rocketed it. But that wasn't a strike, I don't think. Connor Cowan on deck. That was a hard one. A hard slider or something. 4-seamer, 2-seamer. When I pitched, I threw the very, very rare 3-seam fastball. One of the only players to have the 3-seamer in his repertoire. Sometimes it was hard to find that 3rd seam. Off speed is in there. Well, you get ready for the fastball, and you pick out the curve. Let's see what he does. Curve again. A little harder than the last one, and lower. Donovan managed to get a piece of it. Count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's high, maybe outside. Beautiful day for baseball, as they say. May 13th, 2021. Sunny with puffy clouds in the clock tower. Temperature around 70 degrees, a slight breeze. Not a factor in the game. Wolverine outfield swung around towards left against Donovan. Ball 4. Very confidently. Very good at bat. For Shea Donovan, he was not over anxious and took the walk that was given to him, even though he was down on the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Connor Cowan up, reached on an error in the first. Donovan back easily. Will Henson, the pitcher. Again, he throws over. A little closer this time. Rolls away, but no advance. No. Not sure what happened here, but Fly ball deep left center, drops. Donovan's got third. They stop him there. A ringing double for Connor Cowan. What a blast. Shea Donovan had to wait that one out because the outfielder was right there and could have easily, not easily, but could have made the play. So he had to be sure, and once it dropped, he was able to scoot to third. But Coward, of course, running hard all the way, made second. Now the Bach controversy. The Ashland coach thinks it was a balk, but he stepped off, according to the umpiring crew. A balk advances the runners, in case you're wondering. That's low. I noticed some defensive changes for Westwood. They have a new player playing third base. I don't know what happened to Giovino, if he's in another position or he's out of the game. And I don't know why either. Nor do we know the name of the new player. 1 out, 2 on. Matty Neal at the plate trying to help himself. That's low. Matty walked. So who do we think is number 8? It's Mikey Noon. It looked like Mikey. I wasn't sure. So Neal walks. And now the sacks are packed for Luke Herder. That's low. There is 1 out. Wolverines would like to turn 2. They'd like to get a force at home. They'd like to get it out some way, somehow. The off-speed pitch missed. Donovan at third, Cowan at second, Neal at first. Herder at the plate. Too high. 2-2 is the count. So a big pitch coming up here. Ground ball past the third baseman, fair down the left field line. 1 run's home, 2 runs are home. The throw comes into the cutoff, and it's a 2-run single for Luke Herder. Hard hit ball, no chance for the third baseman. Scooted right down the line. Westwood coach out to visit, and this time no infielders attend the convocation. Henson hasn't found his pitch yet. Hasn't found what's working against this Ashland team, which I'd have to say is pretty aggressive at the plate. I was going to get a roast beef sandwich tonight at the Marathon Deli. And then, I had some delivery issues, because not everyone on the team wanted a sandwich tonight. And there's a strike. So I didn't want the delivery person just for me, So I'll be all right somehow. 1 ball, 1 strike. We got runners at first and second now. Herder at first, Herder at first, Neal at second. Connor Kramer at the plate. Connor playing left field today. Grounded to third his last trip. That loads him again. Another walk. And this is the second trip in an inning, so I'm thinking this might be it for the struggling William Henson, who's going to go right directly to the bench. And you can't blame Henson for everything, though. Certainly the walks, let's see, 1, 2, 3 this inning. And 4 so far in the game. He only gets 4 outs. And our new guy taking the mound is, see if we can get his number. It looks like Andy Kelly. So Andy's coming on here. Andy obviously coming in a very, very tight spot. Needs some kind of a ground ball. They need an out. Bases are loaded. There's 1 out, 1 run in, 2 runs in. Jack Reardon at the plate. Oh, it's right through the second baseman. It's going to be a 2-run hit. Tough play. Clock is just get 1 run as it was retrieved very quickly by the right fielder. Clock is not taking any chances with the big lead, and the base is still loaded. Let's see if I can figure this out here. So Troutman's up now. Neal in to score. Herder at third, Kramer at second, Reardon at first on the error. The third error of the game for Westwood. Good velocity, but control not quite there yet. Andy Kelly. Defense let him down on the first batter he faced. And now He hurts himself with the walk to Troutman. Herder makes it the fourth run of the inning, makes it 9-2 Ashland, and the bases stay loaded and Nick Sabati at the plate. Nick took a called third in the first inning. He'll be swinging the bat here. Fastball right down Broadway. Another fastball. Good cut, but he dribbles it foul. Sabati in the hole, 2 strikes. Keegan Weiss, who started the inning, is on deck. Andrew Kelly into the stretch. Not looking at any runners, just looking at home plate. Off speed just a little. Gets a hard-to-handle dribbler. They go home, safe at home. It was too late. He made the right play, but it was just too late. I think the pitcher, the first baseman, no one was exactly sure who was going to get it. And that split-second delay allowed Connor Kramer to scamper home with the 5th run of the inning. The runners advance. Reardon to third, Troutman to second, Sabati to first. Keegan was out on a ground ball to first to start this inning. Wild. High and outside. Wild outside again, another walk. Misery continues for the Westwood Wolverines. Another run is home. It's the 6th run of the inning. And Shane Donovan comes up for the second time. He has a double and a walk. Second time this inning. Third time in the game. It's only the last of the second. Shea too high, inside. Shea showed power with that double to the right center field gap in the first inning. If he gets a hold of one of these fastballs, it could clear the fence at the knees. Strike one. Same pitch. Didn't get it. 2-1. Two and two, the count evens. That's his pitch, that low fastball at the knees. He's going to see if he can duplicate that and at least make Donovan swing the bat. He strikes out, but the ball gets away, and another run is going to score, and Donovan will be safe at first. Everything going wrong for Westwood. It's unbearable. Losing track of everything here. 7 runs in the inning. Connor Cowan had a double earlier in this inning, a big bomb out to left center. Fastball just too high. This one should be lower. A good chance for Cowan to time one up, unless he goes off speed. You know, he keeps it up. He keeps it up. Can't get it down. He's working too fast. He needs a break. He looks in. He's discouraged. Quickly into the stretch and lets it fly. Another drive to left field. Deep. Way back. Going. Caught on the warning track. And that's the third out of the inning. At long last. But the Clockers get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we finished 2. A little over an hour to complete the 2 innings. And it's Ashland 12 and Westwood 2. Third inning's coming right up. Stay with us. You're watching Ashland Sports on Ashland Television. Third inning, Wolverines in a big hole. Trying to start digging out. 7 runs in that inning. I missed one of the outs. Shea Donovan was out on that strikeout and was not able to take first base by rule because it was occupied. That's a grounder to first. Handled cleanly and a nice way to start the top of the third for Matty Neal. To get the leadoff man and their leadoff hitter, one unassisted. Perfect play by Jack Reardon. Well, may have lost track of something here as well. Cameron Dayton's up, the right fielder. Foul ball. Dayton, a strikeout victim in the first. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the third, Ashland 12, Westwood 2. Neal in the dirt. He knows this is a dangerous hitter. He got him in the first inning. Got a strikeout. Let's see if he goes hard or if he goes off speed. Off speed a little bit. High fly ball to right field. Couple of steps over and handled cleanly by the Ashland right fielder, Keegan Weiss. And looked like a routine play, and Keegan Weiss made it a routine play, but a high fly like that is really not a routine play because a lot can happen out there. This is the cleanup hitter, and he grounds softly to second. Not a good hop, but handled beautifully by the Clocker second baseman, Matt Dushney. So Burgess is out and the side's retired, and we go to the bottom of the third. And it's still Ashland 12 and Westwood 2. You're watching Ashland High School Varsity Sports on Ashland Television. Okay, bottom of the third, Clockers back at it. They got a big lead. They've been hitting the ball. They've been the beneficiary of a lot of walks and errors by the Wolverines. Everything has gone against Westwood. And Matty Neal steps to the plate with 2 walks to his credit. I know he'd like to swing the bat. And the Westwood coaches decided to give Jack Rufo, as center fielder, a chance to pitch, and that's who we're going to see. Jack, smooth. Not the velocity of the Andy Kelly, who pitched last inning in relief, but a much simpler delivery, which is producing strikes. Matty will be swinging here, I guarantee that. Yeah, he went for a low one, but he timed it up well. A left-hander, too. Foul tip, caught. Neil Kays. So, second strikeout for Westwood pitching here this afternoon. Luke Herter at the plate. Get to look at this boy in the on-deck circle, and another strike. So Westwood has found the formula, throw strikes. Long drive. Center field, he's coming in now. He's got it lined up. It's caught. 2 outs. Well struck, but he didn't get it all, as they say. Didn't get under it enough. Didn't get the barrel on it. Now it's Connor Kramer. Let's see. Looks like Connor may have reached on an error and walked. He scored twice. Hard ground ball. Handled it short. Perfect throw. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Wolverines. Boy, it's funny how a pitcher throwing strikes can make a difference to your team. As Westwood made plays in the field, and the new pitcher, Jack Rufo, threw strikes. It made a big difference. The Clockers go in order, the first 1, 2, 3 of the game. And now we go to the 4th inning, and it's Ashland 12 and Westwood 2.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Marathon Deli. Marathon Deli offers a full range of lunch and dinner items for dine-in or catering. Fine cold cuts, cheeses, and meats also available, in addition to specialty wraps such as the Mayflower wrap as well as the Honey Bee wrap. They'll be sure to get your mouth watering. Serving Metro West for over 24 years, give them a call at 508-231-1859 or find them on the web at marathondeli.com.
4th inning. Both teams went 1, 2, 3 in the 3rd inning. It only took about 11 minutes to play that inning. It took over an hour to play the first 2. So now it's the 4th. Let's see who's leading off. Eddie Rogers, the catcher. Inside. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. 1-1. Eddie watches that one sail outside. 2-1. Neal from the stretch. He wheels and deals. Line drive to short under the glove. We'll call that a hit. Hot smash. Kevin Harley into a fielder's choice. There's a wild pitch. That's going to advance Rogers to second. Kevin Hurley is his name. I may have called him Harley. A long look in by Matt Neal. Checks the runner. Here he comes. Off speed. Looks good. Framed by Luke Herder, but still a ball. Hurley made a nice play at shortstop to end the Ashland third. Yeah, right on the corner. Outside and right at the knees. A beautiful pitch. Hurley looking for something a little better than that to swing at. But he's got 2 strikes on him now, I think, so he's going to have to be less selective. Got a good pitch to hit, got a good swing on it, but fouled it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No outs. Runner at second. Top of the 4th, Ashland 12, Westwood 2. Too high, 3-2. Second baseman's pretty close to the bag at second. I don't know, but I don't really see any signs of a pickoff attempt. He comes to the plate on the 3-2 and gets a pop up. It's going to be the second baseman, and he's right there. Nice work by Max Dushny to take in that pop up, and that's a big first out. Will Batista up. He walked his first trip. Tough at bat. Actually, this would be a pinch hitter. Number, 29, 23? Can't quite make out who it is. Oh, I see it now. It's Colin Fahey. Colin wearing number 23. Nubbed into left field. Drops in. It's a hit. Perfectly placed. Base hit for the pinch hitter, Colin Fahey. And the Wolverines are in business, first and third, 1 out. Let's see if Mike Noon is going to bat for the first time today. Or let's see his number. Yep, it's Mike. Mike took over at third a couple of innings ago. Takes a strike across the letters. Very important, Matty Neal getting ahead. Clockers with a big lead. They just need an out. Anywhere. First or second. No, nothing to worry about with that runner at third. Line drive, base hit, left field. Brings in a run. Runner holds at second. A poor throw from the outfield. A shocking throw to the through to the Ashland bench for some reason. And now it's second and third. Gonna make we'll call that a single for Noon. And an E8 gets him to, an E7 gets him to second. Error on the left fielder on the bad throw. So Rogers scores. Fahey ends up on third, and Noon ends up on second, and there's still only one out with Connor Jacobs, the first baseman, at the plate. Low, gets through Herder. Safe at home. Fahey scores. Second run of the inning, 12-4 now. Still only one out. Mike Noon is all the way over to third. Ground ball to short. He's got it. The throw in time. 2 outs. Run scores. Third run of the inning, but a big, big out for Ashland. Connor Cowan looking very smooth at shortstop for the Clockers. Nobody on base now and 2 outs. 3 runs in. And Declan Garino at the plate for the third time. Declan was hit by a pitch, one of the first pitches of the game, and then struck out his second time. I think. Ground ball to third. That gets by him. It gets out to left field. Picked up out there. The throw to second. It's going to be close. Safe at second. Connor Kramer made a pretty nice throw that time to second base. Just a tad late and not really handled cleanly either. Runner at second. That goes as a double all the way for Declan Garino. Now Rufo's up. Rufo has flied to left and grounded to first. So Westwood making noise. They've got a 3-run inning, and it's still going with another man in scoring position. So they try to get back in this ball game. They trail 12-5. Fastball at the knees, strike. Matt Neal, football quarterback, Super Bowl champion. Bad throw. Nice play by the Ashland third baseman. It's now Max Dushny has moved over to play third, it seems. couldn't tell you who took over at second. We'll find out. Too high.
Troutman at second.
Fouled away. So Troutman may have moved over to second. Just got a piece. Stays alive. Yeah, it is Jake. Battle here between Rufo and Neal. Neal's ready. Here it comes. Too high. Nothing to worry about there for Rufo. He had to take that one. And now it's first and second for the Wolverines. 3 in, 2 out. And the number 3 hitter who was overdue, Cameron Dayton at the plate. He's flied to left and struck out. Big spot. Runner's going. It's in the dirt. He'll have that bag easy. Two runners in scoring position for the Wolverines. And theoretically, their best hitter at the plate. If he can get a single that brings in 2 runs, it's 12-7. And we got a ball game. Neal trying to work out of trouble. Off speed, fouled. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on. Top of the 4th. Ashland 12, Westwood 5. Oh, just a little high. 2-1. Big pitch here. Ground ball. Rushdie makes the play, and it's a big 3rd out. Big time play by Mac Dushney. Moves over to third base and right away makes a big, big play to end the threat and end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th, Ashland 12, Westwood 5. You're watching Ashland Sports, sponsored by the Marathon Deli on Ashland Television. Reardon at the plate. Clock is trying to get some of those 3 runs back that they gave up in the top of the 4th. Line drive, caught by the left fielder. Hard hit ball on a line. Bad luck for Jack Reardon. And a nice play by, I think it's Colin Fahey out there, 23. I'm not really positive, but he pitch hit for Batista, or Di Batista. So this is Troutman. Started at 3rd, moved to 2nd last inning. He's got a walk and a single. 1 for 2. Ground ball to 3rd. Handled. Long throw in time. Very smooth play by Mike Doon at 3rd base. And now it's up to Nick Sabati, the DH this afternoon. He struck out and reached on a fielder's choice. Right there. No contact. Jack Rufo, in his second inning of relief, has retired every batter he's faced, 5 in a row. Ground ball, second base. Soft throw in time. Clockers go in order for the second inning in a row, and that's 8 in a row overall, retired by Westwood pitching. We've completed 4. It's Ashland 12 and Westwood 5. You're watching Ashland High School Varsity Sports on WACA-TV. 5th inning coming right up. Stay with us. Fifth inning. Westwood coming off their best inning of the game where they scored 3 runs in the 4th. Matt Neal back out there. He wants a complete game today. Of course, the pitch count is rising. And I couldn't really tell you how close the coaches keep track of pitch counts, but I'm sure they do. Oh, there's a nice pitch. Kyle Burgess, cleanup hitter, struck out and grounded out. Wild swing there. His second K of the afternoon. By my count here, I got Matt Neal with 4 strikeouts on the afternoon. But my stat keeping is really not the best. Burgess had a nice hit last time. He's up now, the catcher. He actually has 2 hits today. Both singles. Eddie Rogers, number 19. Ground ball to third. Rusty's got it. Too high. Threw it too high. Pulled his first baseman off the bag. So I'm afraid we have to give Max an error on that, Dusty. Just no other way to do it. He made a nice play on that hard hit grounder, but the throw just sailed on him a little bit. Runner going. They're going to give him second without a throw. Rogers reaches. Second. This is Kevin Hurley, the shortstop. Fielder's choice and a pop to second for the day. Stands up pretty straight, then goes into a crouch before he swings. One out, one on. Top of the 5th, 12-5 Ashland. Wouldn't give him that one on the 3-0. So that's a walk. Let's count up Matt's walks today if we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 hit batsman and 4 walks. Colin Fahey made a nice play in the outfield last inning and left. And has a single in his only at-bat today. Too high. 2 on, 1 out. Didn't get the call there, wanted it. Must have been a little inside. Matt Neal, a machine out there. He just gets the ball, goes into the stretch, and he's ready to go. He wanted to get that one over, and he got the call that time. Into the stretch. Kicks and throws. Hits him. Dead ball. Second hit batsman. And this is going to bring Matt Messert to the mound. Let's see if he's going to make a move. He's had some action in his bullpen, and Neal is done for the afternoon. He goes 4 1/3. I guess we'll have to say gritty innings. Walks 4, hits 2, fans 4. Hits were a little hard to come by. What, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits he gave up in the game by my count. 4 last inning and none this inning. But that hit batsman was telling, as it usually is for managers. And Dushny's coming on. Max Dushny, who's been busy this afternoon. He's played second and he's played third. He's a hard-throwing right-hander from what I can see here in his warm-ups. Ready to go. Let's see if Matty Neal goes to third or somewhere else. Some more maneuvering. So let's see what's going to happen here. Looks like Shea Donovan's coming into the infield from center. He's going to play third. And Neal is going to go to center. So that's the only swap. Of course, Dushny goes to the mound. Coach Messner tells the boys exactly what he has to get an out somehow, some way. Ashland's ahead 12-5. Westwood has the bases loaded. And just one out. And Mike Noon is up. He had a base hit his last time up. And this is Max Dushny's first batter faced. High. Dushny's shaking off the side. Popped up. Playable for the catcher? It is not. Out of play. 1-1. So, one thing we do know is Mike Noon is not looking to walk. He's looking to hit. After that wild first pitch, a lot of times you wait until you see get a strike on you. Off speed, grounded to third, tough play. Shea Donovan throws it away. It's into right center field. 2 runs come in, and it's 12-7. So, disaster strikes the Clockers on the ground ball to third. The same play that vexed Westwood in the first inning. It led to 5 Ashland runs. Noon reaches. Fahey ends up at third. Hurley and Rogers score. So this inning started after a strikeout on an error. And now a second error in the inning has given Westwood 2 runs. They still have 2 on, and there's still only 1 out. Connor Jacobs at the plate. Connor grounded to short his last time. Also reached on a fielder's choice back in the second. Popped up foul. That's not going to be playable. Over the stands and out of play. I'll say this, Dushney looks completely unfazed out there on the mound. Into the stretch, throw to first. Oh, a very good move. A very good move, but Noon is back. Off speed. The runner advances as it's not handled cleanly by Herder. Now we got runners at second and third in scoring position. 2 runs in, 1 out. 12-7 Ashland. Top 5. Jacobs looks confident at the plate. He's swinging. That's the attitude. Dusty continues to fire. 1-2 is the count. Dusty could use a K here. And he's got a guy that wants to swing. He shakes off the side from Herder into the stretch. The short kick. Off speed. Blocked beautifully by Herder. Saves a run. 2-2. Dusty was hoping for a swing and miss on that, I guess. 2-2's the count. A long look in. Checks the runner at third. Fastball's low. The count fills. He's got first base open, but this is the number 9 hitter, so you want to go after him. It doesn't get easier after this. It gets tougher. You want to get this guy. Fastball. Jacobs gets a piece. 3-2. So wind picks up here. Fastball. No. Just missed outside. And the bases are loaded. And now it's the top of the order, Declan Garino, who had a ringing double his last time. I think it was down the third base line. He's 1 for 3. No, 1 for 2. He's always hit by a pitch as well. This is his 4th at-bat. Declan's played second base today. Off speed, can't seem to get that over. Jacobs hit a lot of foul balls during his at-bat. From the windup with the bases loaded, it's another pop-up. But there's just not much foul territory back there for Herder, so it's just a strike. From the full windup again, fastball grounded to third. Donovan goes to first and gets the out. A run scores, but now there's 2 outs. Nice play by Shea Donovan. He just thought better of that throw to second and made a nice throw to first to get a very important out for Ashland. Dusty throws a strike. Fastball drilled to right, but foul. Way foul. 2 strikes now on Jack Rufo. He's walked, grounded to first, and flied to left. Holds that back straight up like Verdugo. Swing and a miss, he got him. Max Dusty does the job. In relief of Matt Neal, Max retires the side on a strikeout of a tough hitter. And 5 innings are in the book now. And that was a 2-run inning, or was it? Yeah, it was a 3-run inning. So the score now is Ashland 12 and Westwood 8. And we'll be right back with Ashland's turn. Yeah, bottom of the 5th coming right up. Grounded to third. Long throw is wide. Safe at first. Ball was handled cleanly by Mike Noon, but the throw was a little bit off the mark. We're calling that a base hit. Ball just wasn't hit hard enough for them to get Keegan Weiss. Shea Donovan up. Shea's had a double and a walk. That brings that hit ended a streak of 6 consecutive batters retired by Jack Rufo, and that has made a huge difference for Westwood. Once Rufo came on, the left-hander, the Clockers immediately stopped hitting. Westwood retired 8 straight batters. Rufo had 6 in a row. Before Weiss reached on that grounder to third. Donovan, a hard swing. Weiss has reached second on the passed ball, a wild pitch. So the Clockers have a man in scoring position with no outs. The lead that was once 12-2 is now 12-8. pop-up. Right fielder calls and takes it. 1 out. Cameron Dayton with the play. Connor cowering up. He's reached on an error and doubled. And flied out. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. Clark is looking to add on here in the last of the 5th. They got a 4-run lead. That's a fly ball to left field. Plenty of time. Uh-oh, center fielder comes over. Left fielder takes it. 2 outs now. Matt Neal to the plate. Runner's still at second. You know, the Clockers with only 5 hits in the game, but they've been the beneficiary of. Oh, hard hit ball. Left center. Go. He tracked down magnificently by the left fielder, Kyle Burgess. 2 big plays by Burgess. Killed the Clockers and killed their 5th inning rally. So they got 1 hit and no runs. And now we're headed to the 6th inning, and it's Ashland 12 and Westwood 8. There's warm-up action in the Ashland bullpen as Dushney comes out for the 6th. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. You're watching Ashland High School Varsity Baseball. Starts him off with a strike as we go to the 6th. Dayton's still overdue. He's 0 for 3 now. So he's glad to see a new pitcher. They plunk him. No. No. The ump says he heard metal. I didn't hear metal. I heard flesh. It's a fall. They're calling it a foul ball. Umpire getting a little conversation from the Westwood bench that he doesn't like, and he's going to talk to the coaches about it. No, he's going to talk to the other umpire. It's a conference. So he's checking to see if the other umpire saw something different. And so it goes as a strike, a foul ball. Dushney pulls a straight to strike out. Dayton, what a pitch. Second strike out for Max. And a great way to start the 6th for Ashland. Kyle Burgess up. He struck out twice and grounded to second. Well, I'm wrong again. There's a pinch hitter here for Burgess. Blasted to straightaway center, but Neal has it. 2 outs. That was number 24. We'll see. We'll get that for you later on. Now it's Eddie Rogers, who's been the toughest out on the Wolverines this afternoon. He's reached 3 times, 2 hits, and an error by the third baseman on the throw. So he's reached 3 times and has 2 hits on the game. Now there's 2 outs and nobody on. Dushney benefiting from a controversial hit batsman. But after consultation between the umpires, it was ruled the correct call. The home plate up heard the metal. It's a pop-up. Can be difficult. The second baseman with the angle takes it. Troutman with the play that ends the inning. Jake comes up big on those tricky pop-ups. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Max Dushney. Just what the doctor ordered. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Ashland 12, Westwood 8. A rocket to left. And the Clockers start the bottom of the sixth in the right way. First pitch drilled to left field. And Luke Herder has his second hit. Maybe his third. I may have missed a hit. This is Kramer, Connor Kramer, the left fielder. He's been busy in the field. He goes down hacking. One out, bottom of the sixth inning, 12-8 Ashland. This is the fourth inning of pitching for Jack Rufo, and what a job he's done. There's a drive caught by the right fielder. Well hit ball, but tracked down in the big Ashland Middle School outfield. You know, it's about 360 out to the power alleys in right field, so it's a long way. Runner's going. Throw is off the mark. And Herder is safe at second. Jake Troutman with a runner in scoring position. Clark is trying to add on to their 12-8 lead, get another important run here with 2 outs. But Jack Rufo is throwing strikes. It's his fourth inning in relief. He's only given up 2 hits. And most importantly, no walks. Left-hander. Off speed. Fair ball. Down the left field line. This is going to bring in the 13th run. The Wolverines don't handle the relay well, as that throw goes to the middle of the field instead of second base where it should have gone. And that gives Troutman second base. And we're going to give him a double. An RBI double for Jake Troutman, his second hit of the afternoon. So Nick Sabati now has a chance. Now an argument with the Ashland coaching staff about a quick pitch or a balk. Umpire gives it right back. When you're in the box, you got to be ready to hit. Not technically illegal, but considered bad form. Swing and a miss ends the inning. Sabati K's. Ashland gets a big run on 2 hits. The big double, the run scoring double by Jake Troutman, the big blow. And we go to, let's see here. It's Ashland 13 and Westwood 8. Last call for the Wolverines as the top of the 7th is coming up. Stay with us. You're watching Ashland High School Sports, brought to you by the Marathon Deli. Here we go. Last call for the Wolverines, and right away, Max Tushny hits Kevin Hurley, and that's not the way you want to start the last inning when you're trying to protect a 5-run lead. It's 13-8 Ashland. The Wolverines got 2 in the second on only 1 hit. And benefiting from 2 walks. And they got 3 in the 4th and 3 in the 5th. All hits, 4 hits in the 4th inning. And then in the 5th, 2 runs without the benefit. 3 runs without the benefit of a hit. As walks and hit batters vex the Clockers and errors. So they got their leadoff man on in the 7th. Nobody out. Fahey grounds it to third. Donovan can't handle it. Perhaps wondering which base he was going to, but it just trickled through him. Now it's first and second, nobody out. Getting near the bottom of that batting order now, but it's the dangerous Mike Noon, number 8 at the plate. He has a hit and reached on a fielder's choice. His second time up. This is his 3rd at bat. Makes contact there, but it's out of play, foul. It landed somewhere, Connor. I don't know where. Over there. The girls didn't move. Tushny gets ahead. 1 strike. Base hit, center field. They hold the runner, and now the bases are loaded with nobody out. So Mike Noon comes through. A hit batter, an error, and a solid base hit to center field. Connor Jacobs to the plate with the bases loaded. Connor has walked, hit into a fielder's choice, and grounded to short. 0 for 3. They are swinging the bats. Tushny throwing strikes, and Westwood swinging the bats. Here in the 7th. No warm-up action for Ashland. Nick Simpson was warming up earlier, so we'll have to assume he's ready if needed. But right now, it's all Max Tushny. Clockers need an out some way, somehow. Fastball catches the corner. 2 strikes. Fouled away. Jacobs was on it. He's getting good swings. Not the greatest swing, actually, but he made contact. That's up high. Max Dushney trying to close this one out. Ashland 13, Westwood 8, but Westwood has the bases loaded and nobody out in the 7th. 7-inning game, by the way. Oh, didn't get the call. Looked like it might have been low, might have been outside, but a pretty good looking pitch just misses. I'm guessing the count's 2-2. Into the stretch. The runners with short leads. To the plate. Hard hit ball. Base hit left field. 1 run scores. The bases stay loaded. And it's 13-9. The last 2 players have singled up the middle against Dushney. And now Westwood's at the top of their order with Declan Garino at the plate. Declan's hit it to a fielder's choice, doubled, struck out, and was hit by a pitch. In the dirt. Herder finds it, no advance. The shadows start to lengthen here at the Ashland Middle School field. I don't think this field has a name. I don't think it ever had a name. Of course, the Ashland Varsity played here for many, many years. Before the new high school was built and the new fields were built. In the dirt again. I don't know if Max has lost his confidence. He's not sure what to throw here. He's not getting those swings and misses on the low ones. Shakes off a sign, now he's ready. Fastball. Grounded to short. Oh, what a play. Out at second. And the Clockers get the big first out. Another run scores. But, boy, what a play by Cowan. Connor Cowan making a big, big stop to give Ashland that much-needed first out of the inning. Now it's 13-10 as that run scores. And there's runners at first and third. And Jack Rufo, who bats left as well as throws left, can really help himself here. He's the tying run, and there's runners at second and third now. He's the tying run at the plate. It's 13-10. That run the Clockers got last inning looming large. That big, big double by Jake Troutman, plating Ashland's 13th run. Oh, right at the knees, a strike. 1 out. Tying run at the plate. 2 runners in scoring positions. Rufo up. Hasn't done anything at the plate this afternoon, but he was tremendous during his 4 innings of work on the mound for the Wolverines. Takes that one. A close pitch. Called a ball. Runners lead away. Good size leads. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Couldn't quite hear that. I think it might be 3-2. Count might be full. Could be 3-2, yeah. So a big pitch coming up here to Jack Rufo. Dusty ready. Focused. Fastball. Flied deeply foul to down the right field line. The count stays full. Runners at second and third. 1 out. 7th inning. Ashland 13. Westwood 10. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 outs. Rufo K's for his second consecutive at bat. And Dusty's got him both times. Second strikeout for Max, and they've both been the third strikeout for Max. And Rufo's been a victim twice. Cameron Dayton at the plate. He's had a terrible day at the plate. He's 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Trying to change that right now. Dusty trying to close it. Wolverines down to their last out. Long drive, center field. Neal is there. He's got it, and this one's over. Great catch. Great job by Max Dusty. As he gives up 2 runs in the last inning, but gets out of the jam, gets out of a bases loaded, no out jam to retire the side on the fly ball to Matt Neal in center field. That ends the game. So in that last inning, Westwood got 2 runs to give them 10, and they had, 1 hit. They had 1 hit, and there was 1 error in the inning. There was also a hit batsman. And congratulations to the Ashland Clockers. A beautiful 13-10 win here on a nice sunny spring day in a clock town. Time of the game, 2 hours and 24 minutes for Ashland. Shea Donovan got the Clockers started off right away with a leadoff double in the first inning. He scored 2 runs in the game. Connor Cowan, outstanding defense at shortstop. He also had a big RBI double. Matty Neal, 4 1/3 gritty innings of pitching. Struck out, let's see, I gave him, 4 strikeouts? 4 strikeouts in the game. And he did a great job. Only gave up 5 hits, 4 of them in the 4th inning. And a great job by Max Dushney, who played excellent in the field at second base and at third base, and really came on in relief to get the save, nailing it down. Gave up 2 runs in the 6th inning, but refused to be denied and closed it out with getting the last 3 batters. after the Wolverines had loaded the bases and scored a run with no outs. And then a fielder's choice, a strikeout, and a fly to center, and Dushney had the save. A nice game by Luke Herder. 3 hits on the game and a tough, very tough behind the plate. Did a great job all afternoon long. Had to handle a lot of pitches in the dirt. Connor Grammer, a nice game in left field. Jake Reardon, a nice game at first base. Jake Troutman, the big double in the last of the 6th inning that gave Ashland its 13th run, which really turned out to be big as Westwood rallied in the 7th. Nick Sabati had a good game at DH. And Keegan Weiss had a base hit as well. And Ashland with 13 runs in the game. The big first inning, they started off with 5 runs on only 2 hits, or 3 hits rather. Then got 7 runs in the second on only 2 hits, helped by 5 walks and numerous errors. That second inning was a nightmare for the Wolverines, and the Clockers took full advantage. And then they got shut down for 3 innings before finally breaking through on Jack Rufo in the 6th for that 1 run to make the final 13-10. The Clockers, I had the Clockers with 8 hits on the game. So that's going to do it. Ashland evens its record at 2 wins and 2 losses. We have a good team, no doubt about that. And the boys really competed hard against a good Westwood squad today. My thanks to tonight's game produced and directed by Connor Donovan. My thanks to Connor. And for everyone at Marathon Deli for their sponsorship and loyalty to WACA-TV. All the spring sports brought to you courtesy of Marathon Deli, the best sandwich in town. So that's going to do it for Connor Donovan. I'm Bob Thacker. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.